Hey guys, it's Moon Pies. Welcome back to another Tube Tuesday. For the next few weeks, I'm reviewing people's channels, and these are people that submitted requests to be reviewed. Back in mid-May, I had a video on my workshop, opening up the workshop, so people requested their video channels to be reviewed, and I have more than 60 requests, and I'm only going to be doing this for a few weeks, so obviously I don't think I'll even be. I know I won't be able to get to everybody. So what I'm going to try to do over the next few weeks is cover channels that are sort of similar to what other people are doing. So even though this week I'm covering Rizzle 89, if you are someone who likes to make music on YouTube, sing covers, anything like that, everything I'm saying will apply to you. And even if you're not doing that, I think hopefully every video will have at least some nugget that you can take away from this. Like last week's video where I looked at a vlogger and just applied lessons that just go beyond vlogging to make better channels. Alright, when we come to his channel, he has 77 videos, which is obviously a big number, and most of them are him singing covers. And it's a wide variety from Garth Brooks to Alice in Chains, Elvis Presley, Lynyrd Skynyrd, and some King on the Hill impressions from Hank Hill. Obviously, when you're doing covers, YouTube loves it and it hates it, because if it's someone strumming on their acoustic guitar, if it's someone else's song, technically they need to get the rights for it. And especially gets even harder because most people aren't really playing the music to their covers. They either have like karaoke music in the background or the actual track and they're just singing over it. Obviously, we're all working, with what we have here. And those, you do expose yourself to the artist or YouTube taking the videos down. But in the purpose of just getting noticed, a lot of people are doing it. So, obviously it's videos can be taken down when you have someone else's music on your videos, or at the very at the very least the artist can take over the page as far as that video and get ad revenue on it by slapping ads on it. But just everybody needs to know that when they're making videos, obviously it's easy to get more attention when you're making covers than if you're doing original material, because everybody knows when they're searching for these songs, Rizzle's videos probably do show up, and he has several videos here which have like up to 2,837 views for this Garth Brooks Billy Joel cover. And one thing that I always like to do when I look at channels, especially when I see something like a nice big number, 202,000 is a great number of views, even if it's divided into 77, but it's not divided evenly. And there's one video here, and this is going to be a tip that I think anyone who has, no matter what you're doing on YouTube, if you have one video that has a great number of views, you really need to cash in on this. And I'm going to go down to it. And unfortunately, it's not something that he himself owned, but it's obviously something that he himself did. And it's a tribute to Patrick Swayze. And I spoke about this last week about being timely. This was 2 years ago, right after he died. And people were coming onto YouTube to see, clips from Patrick Swayze, whatever the case may be. And he created a slideshow. And I'm going to click on it. And I have the volume down, so you're not going to hear it. He has some music, I think from it says from Music Shake, so I mean someone claimed the song somehow, or maybe he used something from the YouTube library. And that's why you're seeing ads on the video, because someone claimed it. But one thing you have to do, and I'm going to click out of this ad, he's doing the smart thing. Here, hi, please check out my other videos of my music and subscribe. Thanks, everybody. And the link to survive. This is what you have to do. I mean, this goes without saying that if you have a very popular video, use that video to get people to watch the rest of your videos. The only suggestion I would have specifically in Rizzle's case is that here he's telling him he checks out videos of music and subscribe, and he's probably gotten a fair deal of subscribers that way. But I think what would be more effective, especially since he does covers and from all genres, if he would actually cover a Patrick Swayze song. And I'm not sure if Swayze had any of the song that She's Like the Wind, that was a big hit, 20 some years ago. But if you had a cover to that, you can put a link to that sort of right at the beginning, to check out my cover of whatever, of this song. Probably get a lot more traffic than just a generic subscribe, watch my videos. In other words, do something that appeals to what's going on in the actual most watched video. And obviously this is the kind of video which it's timely in the sense 2 years ago probably got a ton of views, and probably it tapers off after a while because Patrick Swayze is no longer in the news. He died in September of 2009. So when you have a video like that, make it work that way. Make it so that you're actually generating, even if it's a video like this where the pictures are not original, the songs aren't original, The slideshow itself is because he created it. But if you have a thing that's going to be risky, may as well use it to your maximum capacity and link it to something that will apply to you. Not just say subscribe, because that just says one thing. That says subscribe, and someone's going to say, why should I subscribe to this person? Because they made a Patrick Swayze video? Rather than engaging them and say, hey, look, I did a Patrick Swayze cover. So that's my top suggestion for Rizzle Lizzle's challenge would be to go ahead and Patrick Swayze cover. If he has more than one song, then I'll more for it. Or, you know, even a cover from one of his movies, something from Roadhouse or from Dirty Dancing. Even if it's not a Patrick Swayze cover, it's a song that someone watching that would have, you know, if the movie Ghost, you know, there's a lot of songs that could be covered that are Patrick Swayze like. And obviously, you know, Rizzle Lizzle's song list. Obviously, he doesn't want to be known solely for, you know, for having that Patrick Swayze video. I mean, he's had, you know, more than 70 videos since then. But I think if you're gonna do music, first of all, if you have a video that's popular, draw attention to it. And second of all, if you do make covers, there are, I mean, especially in Rizzle Lizzle's case, where he has, you know, dozens of covers. That's the most content on his channel is actually him doing cover songs. Find out where the fans of these bands are. And Sublime and Garth Brooks are, I'm not going to say day and night, but they're completely different styles, obviously. Alice in Chains is also far extreme from Garth Brooks. He could be appealing to many different people by doing these different genres of music. But going into an Alice in Chains news group, or a Sublime news group, or Garth Brooks you know, forum or message board, and say, hey, what do you guys think of this cover, you know, that I did? And promoting that way. You know, the key is on YouTube, you're going to find a lot of people that are going to find you by accident, just through searching and finding these things. But the best way to get a receptive audience is you did a cover. Here, he did a cover of Johnny Cash, the famous Folsom Prison Blues song. There's no reason why he can't be posting this on Johnny Cash forums or Walk the Line movie reviews, message boards. There's just so many possibilities. Every time you make a video, think about who would be interested about this outside of YouTube, and then go get them. Go get those people. They're probably on some message board on a these days with Facebook. You have a Facebook fan page. You can probably go up there and post something. And of course, if you post something on a Facebook fan page after becoming a member of it, it may not show up to everybody. But if you respond to a comment made by the administrator, it will show up on that feed, so you have a better chance of getting noticed. Either way, especially on Facebook, where you can actually put links to these videos, it's definitely a great way to get all these songs promoted. So whether you're doing cover songs or you have your own original songs, if you have original songs, find artists that you sound like and go promote it on those boards, on those Facebook fan pages. It is a way to get noticed, and you can't just rely on YouTube to get it all done. So that's this week's lesson. I'll be back with another workshop, as I will for the next few weeks. So thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.